low quality video! Hey guys, so this review is so late, there's not even an excuse for why it's late. I haven't even written reviews for The Doctor's Wife or Rebel Flesh yet, and I'm just getting my review for Curse of the Black Spot. Oh, I finished it 2 weeks ago, but I'm doing this review right now, which is very, very naughty of me. I'm sorry, forgive me. Anyways, so for the Curse of the Black Spot, I liked this episode more than I thought I was going to like it. Past trailers seem to lead you up into it, and then it's like, oh, it wasn't that great. It was very interesting and easy to understand, well, for me at least. So unlike The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, which was so confusing to know what's going on half the time. And I'm not sure about the classic series, but as far as I know, this is the first time that I have an episode about pirates. And maybe that's why I like it so much, because they've never done something like this before. As opposed to the Dalek episodes, and episodes that always seem to occur in the 51st century, or episodes that are trapped in a spaceship or a space station. And that's also why I liked The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, because we've never seen the silence before. So that's what made it interesting. And in this episode, although they were trapped on a pirate ship, it was still something new, a new concept. Yeah, so basically, they appear on the pirate ship. The pirates think that the Doctor, Rory, and Amy are stowaways, and they're like, you're thieves, and you stowed away, and we're gonna go and throw you off the plank. So Doctor's on the plank, and he's talking to the pirates, stalling. Amy finds the swords and starts fighting, and they're like, you're gonna kill us. And she's like, yeah, that's the point. And so she, fights them for a bit, and then she cuts this guy's hand, and he starts freaking out, and she's just like, it's just a cut. And this is when we're introduced to the Siren. She's spooky at first, because you want to figure out why. She takes people who are bleeding and or sick. Because we learn later that the captain's son has sneaked aboard the ship, and he has a fever, or the flu, or something, and he's sick, and he has the black spot as well. And we find out that she can transport herself through reflections. So still water, or mirrors, or shiny surfaces, polished surfaces, which is difficult because we're on a pirate ship where they steal treasure. So we go through a few people dying before we figure out, it's reflections. Because the first time they're outside, so yeah, water. Second time they're inside, but there's still water. Third time, this place is dry. What the heck? Oh, it's the shiny crown that you have. Or the windows or something. It didn't say. So the Doctor and the captain of the ship start breaking all the windows, throwing the treasure into the ocean. But since the captain's a pirate, he can't let go of his golden crown thing. Be like, no, I'm gonna keep it. It's just one thing. It'll be in my pocket, so it's not gonna affect anything. So yeah. And Rory also has the black spot because Amy accidentally cut him because she was swinging or something, and then someone attacked her, she dropped the sword, and it sliced him. And, the siren singing makes the men delirious. It's funny, Rory's like, look at the brilliant pirates, and look at their brilliant beards. I really, really like the character of Rory. He's getting, not a lot of development, but it's making me like him more, obviously, like I've said before in, The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. So, yeah, so they realize that Siren comes through reflections, and a storm hits. By this point, there's only the captain, the Doctor, Amy, Rory, and his name is Toby. The captain's son, Toby, is left on the crew. Everyone else has died. A storm hits, and they have to go outside because now the water's rocky, so they don't have to worry about sirens. They have to, work on the masts or whatever. And the captain's crown falls out of his jacket, and the siren comes out, and she takes Toby, and it's all distressed and stuff, and then Rory drowns. Rory dies again. This is the 4th time he's died. He dies in Amy's Choice. He dies in Cold Blood. Is that what it's called? He dies in Cold Blood. I think it's Raised from Time. He almost dies. He doesn't almost die. It's a fake death, but I still count as a death because we think he's dead. He dies in the Day of the Moon, and then he dies right now in Curse of the Black Spot. So he drowns, and the doctor sends the siren after him because he says that she can save him. And then the doctor, Amy, and the captain all prick their hands, and then they're also taken with the siren, and they find themselves on another ship, but in the exact same location in a parallel universe. And it's a spaceship, but the aliens who are working the spaceship died of human bacteria. Anyways, they explore the ship and find a sick bay where everyone who has been killed by the siren is on like life support or something. And Amy finds Rory, and the siren lets her care for him because she's his wife. And Rory teaches her how to perform CPR. So they take Rory off life support and take him into the TARDIS, and then Amy performs CPR on Rory. And at first it seems like he's gonna die, but then at last second, oh look, he came back to life again. Yay. So a very predictable ending. Rory's obviously gonna come back to life again. Oh, and we saw the eye patch lady again in this episode. The one with the porthole where like it disappears. She was there on the pirate ship. And I watched that scene 4 times because I was like, wait, what? Makes no sense. Yeah. So it was a pretty good episode. Oh, but I'm not sure if I like the ending, because would the Doctor let a bunch of pirates take a spaceship and wander the universe? That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, so I like this episode, and I'm gonna go write my review on the Doctor's wife eventually. Such a bad person. Sorry. This is why I get 3s in classes that involve homework. 3s are C's, by the way. Yeah. So, peace out. Bye. Whatever. Like, well, I finished it a week ago, but I finished it 2 weeks ago. Cause, and yeah, dying. They're just like, I'm gonna grow a beard. Funny. Roy's, died. Or still. Now the water is, the walkie and Roy performed, not Roy, ugh. What?